Hi, this is Andrew for Geek News Central, and this afternoon we're going to take a step away from the pure tech to look at one of my other interests, watches. And today we have a white treasure seeker from Scurfa Watches. If you don't know Scurfa, they're a micro brand run by Paul Scurfield, who is a commercial diver and kind of does this on the side, as it were. The watches are definitely, if you like, heavyweight. No, heavyweight's the wrong word. They're very much aimed at the water sports enthusiast, in diving in particular. He's been in business for about 10 years now. I've owned one of his previous ones, a quartz watch, whereas this one is an automatic. I think it comes with the Miyota 9015 mechanism. But it's very much been bought as a holiday watch because it's white. So I'm looking forward to taking it away this summer. But look, let's get this unboxed and see what it's like inside. As you can kind of see, it comes in this rather groovy twist open case. So we'll not quite open it just yet, but we'll get it on the table and have a wee look. Right, back in a second. Right, so let's get this opened up. I'm really quite excited about this. These watches are relatively rare, and obviously Paul does this as a sideline. So there's only a few of these produced every few years, frankly. So I've been waiting for this for a couple of years actually. And just to be clear, this was a personal purchase. There was no reduction or favours or anything like that. So I think that's going to be the guarantee card. Nicely done. Let's see what we've got. Oh, here it is. Oh yes. I like that. Is just lovely. Okay, so look, first impressions are great. Lovely size. It's going to be perfect on my wrist. Lovely clear dial. Look at I just love the hexagon pattern. Can you see it here? I think that's just fantastic. It's going to look so good on holiday. Yeah, and you can kind of see the treasure seeker. You've got these baton kind of hands, which I think are lovely. Just make it a bit different. You know, it's all too easy to produce an homage watch to either an Omega or something like that. But this really is very, very different, very distinctive. Very pleased with it. And on the back, there should be a kind of, if I know from looking at it, there's a kind of, you know, can you see the diver on the case back? That's lovely. So at the moment it's all still covered in the kind of plastic wrap. Let's just put it on. Hold on, I'm just going to have to move out the picture. Oh, and it's only going to need a little bit of sizing, but really that fits nicely. I'm going to rock that something shocking this summer. Nice clasp, opens up nicely, got the security of the kind of push-ins at the side. Let's just check the bezel, if I can get it to turn. It might not turn because of all the shrink wrap on it. Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere just a minute. Right, so just give me 2 ticks to get all the plastic off, and then we'll be back and I'll set the time and things like that. Back in a second. Really pleased with that. Right, well, I've taken all the plastic off, so it's definitely mine now. And I have to admit, so far I've been really pleased with it. So let's just take it around here. So in terms of the watch, loving the clarity of the screen. The bezel clicks around nicely. You can kind of hear it, hopefully, clicking away. It's probably not the grippiest, but it certainly has, you can kind of see the bevel there. It's these almost like castellations on the end. Does give you good grip on the hands without being, you know, super like groovy. So for that point of view, it's great. You've got the pip and the triangle that's required for a dive watch. And then in terms of the you know, the action here, it's got a really, I have to say, it's a very nice winding action there. It is a hacking, so if I pull it out, you'll see that the thing stops there. And that's just a nice action or whatever. And as you can see, it's got the screw down crown. And then it's a nice little touch. It has the TS for treasure seeker on the crown there. The strap, you know, the bracelet's great. I mean, it's a lovely lovely and shiny as it's new, and you do have this nice positive action as you open it up to put it on your wrist. Now this is brand new out of the box, obviously can't make any comments on timekeeping or anything like that, but I'd fully expect a Miyota, I think it's a 9015, to be perfectly acceptable. And yep, no, I'm pretty pleased with that. Just click that on one more step. Lovely. Now it does come in a range of different colours. If white's not your thing, there's I think there's blue, I think there's orange, there's yellow, I think there's an aquamarine one. But as you know, as I mentioned in the earlier piece, it can be quite hard to get hold of them. Now the Treasure Seeker is obviously the diver's version of the watch. There is also a similar one called the Topside Crew, which comes in a similar set of colours, but also there's quite a nice coppery brown one. It doesn't have the if you like, the bezel around the outside, but they're quite nice as well, so have a look at them. Price wise, this comes in at £445, so yes, it's not cheap, but it's also not the £6,000 of say a Omega Seamaster. So I think it's pretty good value if you want a stylish watch for taking to the beach, for water sports, for diving, that kind of thing. It's pretty good. I'm well pleased, as they say. So if you want to know more, check out Scurfa Watches. Obviously a search will find it, but other than that, it's scurfawatches.com, and get over there. And very much, if you are interested, you'll probably need to sign up to their mailing list so that you can get notified as to when there's going to be the next drop. I think they're expecting some, let me just check, but I think it's definitely later in the year. Yep, so some of the what they call Diver 1 will be in August, September, and the Stainless Steel and Topside Crew will be October. So if you're interested in some of those, get over there and see what's available, and if not, get on the waiting list. Well, look, let's call it a day. This is Andrew for Geek News Central and the Treasure Seeker from Scurfa Watches in white. Thanks very much.